Wacky Dynasty Podcast.
What is going on, YouTube? I'm your host, Luis Lopez, here today with another episode of the Wacky Dynasty Podcast. I'm joined today with
the one and only co-host, Zeke, and we have a very special guest today.
We do?
I think so.
Oh, shit. Introduce yourself.
I'm David. I'm Zach's brother. I was on the most viewed episode of the podcast, and I'm thrilled to be back.
That's not true, but the fans were clamoring to have you back, so we're glad you could join us right before playoffs. It's a big episode.
I'm glad
Huge
that I
episode.
can give my input and try to help everyone make it through.
All right. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush here. We're going to get right into it with some Week 11 and 12 recap. You know, before we get to the good stuff, the playoffs, we got to talk about what happened to close out the regular season. And, I'm just thinking about this now. This is not Week 11 and 12. It's actually
No,
13 and
it's
14.
big mistake there.
It's a typo. Sorry. From us at the Wacky Dynasty Podcast, to you at home, we're sorry. A big L for your boy. This was huge. This gave Ian a fighting chance at the playoffs in the next week, and his team showed what they are capable of. My team
Yeah, well,
at the bed.
123 puts himself in great position. He's just got to win against pretty shitty really shitty team next week to get into the
Bottom.
playoffs, and he'll be good to go.
Been scoring all season.
And
Should be neat.
wait, do you hear that?
Just winning. I did hear that.
Ian put up some magic this week.
Rashi Rice. Free 4. That's all I got to say. My team stinks. My team sucks. Rome got hurt.
Igbuka and Rome both have been pretty cold lately.
Yeah, they both got injured earlier in the season after starting hot, and I don't know if Rome for sure has not fully recovered because he is hurt again. Igbuka, he just cannot connect with Baker the way he was at the beginning of the season. Kind of sad.
Dave, what are your thoughts?
You guys have summed it up, but Ian did work some magic here, and that's you don't earn the name Magic Man for no reason. Jalen Hurts had a fumble, which is rare to see out of him, so it's a little odd.
Yeah, he does not turn the ball over a lot, so he probably won't have one next week when he plays me.
I'm seeing he had an interception too, so 2 turnovers in one game. He probably won't have more than that ever again. So move on here to another game. Zach versus Chris. Oh, Zeke. You scored almost as much as Ian did. You were just talking about your matchup next week, but
Look at my boys.
the boy, especially Bam Knight, came up huge.
Bam Knight, yeah. The beast. J-Mo has been on fire. He might throw a goose egg in there every once in a while, but he's been more hits than misses recently.
I was going to say, you throw in a goose egg, the first 6 weeks were goose eggs, and then he's been pretty good ever since.
And Chris Godwin is back. He's not great, but he's back.
He's healthy-ish. Mahomes is pretty good too.
Yeah, Tony Pollard doing what Tony Pollard does. He probably won't score more than like 10 points rest of the year.
It's just not in his DNA, honestly. And for Chris, this could have been a big game. He kind of needed to win. His playoff hopes are still alive at this point, but just being 7-7 instead of 6-8 would have been a big help. Actually, wait, no, that's his record right now. But as you can see, he only got 6 wins, so a 7th win would have been better.
Wait, so what was his record after this game?
6-7.
For this game, his record was 6-7. Before this game, his record was 6-6.
Rashad Bateman really hurts him.
You know, Chris is notorious for having a few injuries on his squad.
I don't think any of them can replicate what Bateman does, though.
No, not even close. All right, Chris. Moving on here, we got a little Gare Bear versus the big A, and Caleb looking zestier than ever, putting up a big 9.4. This is a pretty typical Garrett week.
Yeah,
and a pretty typical Aaron week.
Not great. But you know what? Garrett's team is going to be a lot better next year. I guarantee that.
Can't get much worse than only 2 wins. Well, at this point,
at the
2
time.
wins.
Yeah, and Aaron's team, it's kind of peaking.
He's coming in hot right when he needs to be.
Next week, but he's definitely got the potential to put up some championship winning weeks. Starting his arch nemesis at quarterback too, though.
Bank press. JT, pretty good game. He might have some trouble now that what's his face? Daniel Jones is hurt.
You're not a Rivers believer?
Is he gonna play right away? But it doesn't matter. Oh, no, it does matter. I forgot. He plays me. No, I'm not. He might start right away, but I don't know if a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers is the key at quarterback.
It's a major key alert.
I think they might be better off starting Tyler Warren at quarterback.
Dave, you a big Rivers guy?
I am not.
Do you like him as a father, at least?
As a father, sure. As a football player, no. Thank you.
All right. What about?
I personally don't want to comment on that.
Dave's had some rough experiences with grandfathers in the past.
Grandfather Phil.
I hate that guy.
Hey, here's another big matchup. Paul with a huge win over Zach. Absolutely massive. For Zach, it kept me in the running for the 2 seed. And for Paul, inching closer at a playoff spot.
Fighting for the playoffs. Nobody really having a huge game for Paul here. Just kind of a down week, honestly. Nobody was terrible except for Khalil Shakir.
Well, it's really hard for you to lose when you have five Super Bowl 99 overall Brock Purdy on your team.
He's maxed out. I see he has 5 Super Bowl rings, but only 3 trophies behind him. What's up with that?
He lost 2 of the trophies, I'm assuming.
He also won them with 3 different teams. I'm noticing that as well.
Yeah. Broncos and Bucks, get ready. After the Niners are done, Brock's coming. Did you make that?
No,
I don't believe that existed before you.
Before today.
I was helping with the slides and I looked up Brock Purdy GOAT and this came up.
All right.
Okay, and what did you do to find the picture at the bottom?
I looked up Justin Jefferson cameraman because I didn't watch this whole bit they did, but I was aware of it.
It's pretty funny.
I'm laughing.
Down week from Zach, though.
I was going to say, do we want to talk about the actual game? Not really.
Jahmyr Gibbs and Jackson Smith and Jigba combining for 15 points is not going to happen again. That's some fluky stuff.
They usually score more than that by themselves.
Jefferson worried about.
I think Zach himself was also a little bit worried about Jefferson this year. We'll see. No 9. That's going to hurt. Everyone thought Max was going to be the key. He was not. And yeah, it's a bad week for Zach. A bad week for Paul. Paul gets the win. And it helped him a lot, actually.
I would think after a win like this, Paul would keep starting Brock.
I mean, that's what I would do. Even if Brock isn't playing, I would still put him in my starting lineup.
I'll start him.
I mean,
Yeah,
Brock hasn't been that great.
he's been injured like all year.
He has 5 Super Bowl wins. That's at least 3 teams.
It's true. I
Yeah,
keep
minimum.
forgetting about those for some reason.
I don't know how. All right, big game here. Another huge game for the playoffs. Him taking down Cade. And for Cade, just a weird week. More than 104 points. Amon-Ra got hurt right away in the game and did not score a single point.
Lamar with another rough week. He'll be a little bit better the next week, but it was all garbage
Not
time
much
too.
better.
You can't count on that. And Josh Jacobs, yikes. Not what you want from your star running back if you're the Packers. They got a lucky dub, but won't
Very
continue.
lucky. Fluky. That's how I
And
describe it.
CeeDee Lamb is pretty good.
He's about to be injured, though. A little more. I don't know. Him?
And a
Huge
5-point
dub.
game from Barkley.
He went 5-point game. 20 and kept his playoff hopes alive. Didn't even really do 16 points is kind of standard.
DeAndre Swift, Nico. And that's Chase Brown,
Put in that work.
not Charlie Brown.
Some people might call him Charlie. Charlie Hustle.
Charles Brown. Let's move on.
You guys know what? Dave didn't even give his input.
I don't have a whole lot to say other than clearly an unlucky week for Cade. I think
The glaze is unreal.
I think in the weeks coming, things will I think Cade's going far in playoffs.
A bold call out there. The 1 seed in the playoffs is going to go far. You heard it here first.
I'm not here to be bold. I'm here to tell the truth.
He's making it out of round 1 at the least.
At minimum. Yeah, he'll be fighting for 4th.
57. What happened, dude?
What do you mean what happened? Look who I'm starting. A.D. Mitchell, dude. And Jaden Higgins. No Drake May. No Wandale Robinson. And no Travion Henderson. Was screwed from the get-go.
Now, this game was for the 2 seed.
Yeah, if you look at the final records, I'm 7-7. He's 9-5. So if I would have won, it would have been 8.
Would you have had more points for?
No, absolutely. So maybe I needed to win both, and he needed to lose both. And that didn't even matter.
Okay.
It was I was sweating this week. I needed to win to get in. I didn't do that, as you can see. And then I needed, or I could lose and just have some other people lose, and maybe we'll catch that on the next few slides. My team suck.
see.
I don't know if we even want to talk about it. Like,
Your playoff team.
yeah, I mean, this won't be the starting roster for that playoff team, at least. It's going to look slightly different.
Unbelievable game from Zach here with the quarterback tearing his Achilles right away and Justin Jefferson being Justin Jefferson.
Legit. Name Jet.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Unreal. JSN back to the way he was. Michael Wilson is Zach kind of probably hopes that Marv is still out because Michael Wilson's a lot better with no Marv.
If I were Zach, I'd find Marv and tie him up or do something. Make sure he does not
Stinky.
make this next game.
Dave, any thoughts?
Because Michael Wilson is so good.
It's kind of crazy how good he is.
I think Daniel Jones is a joke. 0.8 points.
True. He should be doing more than that.
Nothing more to say.
Did you hear the part where he tore his Achilles?
I don't think that's super relevant.
Should have fought through it.
I'll tell you. Can I tell you about my glory days as a football player? In like fourth grade, at one time I hurt my wrist. I came out and the coach was like, "Do you want to go back in?" I was like, "I'll give it a shot." And I played through that. I played through it. And I had a broken wrist. Now I immediately went into the game, hit someone with my wrist, and went, "Oh," and I went back out. But still, I tried.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I commend you for going back out there.
It was a hairline fracture. I think I was being a little bit of a pussy. Deserve that. Let's move on here. Play the music.
Yikes. Yikes.
There was some magic to this. There's actually a lot of magic.
41.7 is that's a record low for the Wacky Dynasty. For anyone not keeping track.
Me, I'm the one keeping track.
We made some predictions a few minutes ago. I guess. How many turnovers did Jalen Hurts have? 5?
4 interceptions and 1 fumble. So yeah, 5.
Picking a fumble on the same play. Never seen that before in my life at any level of football.
I mean, the odds of it happening is just so astronomically low. But it's really cool to see.
Hurts found a way.
He did.
And who's that at the end of my starting lineup there? My second flex spot.
The big P, Tony Pollard. Christ himself.
I've never been more proud. I might need to get a Tony Pollard jersey because he went off, and when I needed him most, he showed up
Against the Cleveland defense.
against a great Cleveland defense with the Titans offense around him. But he knew I needed him.
He heard you back in. Oh, I don't know if it,
I mean, is the rest of Ian's team even worth going over? He had nobody score more than 9 points.
The craziest thing I've seen is this game. Maybe this might even be more crazy than your 200-point week. I'm not even joking. Because not only did he start a full starting lineup to get 41 points, but also all of his players played their entire games and he didn't get 1-0. He doesn't have 1-0 on his board. That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy.
It is crazy. Jalen Hurts played a full ass game and got 0.4 points.
And overtime.
And had 40 passing attempts.
Unreal week. It's honestly I don't even know if Ian can be mad. This is just so cool. I mean, it kicked him from the playoffs, but no,
it did kick him from the playoffs and landed him the third worst in the standings.
Yeah, he is number 8. That's not good for the rest of the league. While I have the stats up in front of me, I'll give you guys a quick rundown if you're curious as to what everyone's lowest score was. Mine was this week, actually, 57.56. Zach, your lowest score ever was 80.1.
Hell yeah.
Aaron, 62.42. Ian, the 41.7. Cade, 85.86. Tim, 64.16. Chris had the previous lowest score at 53.58. That was week one of our first week of ever doing the Wacky Dynasty, so kind of historic. Ian finally takes down that juggernaut. Paul, lowest score, 72.84. Garrett, 60.92. And Zach, 66.8. There's your
So
fun
me and
fact.
Cade, pretty consistently high there.
Sure. What you want to say?
Sure. I mean, the
You
numbers
are.
don't lie. Facts don't care
Numbers
about
do
your
not
feelings,
lie.
please.
Sure.
Your median score all time is 111.59, and your average score is 116.75.
Did you
Cade's
say
average score
6'7"?
is I did.
You
Cade's
didn't.
average
But
score is unreal.
let's move on.
135.16. Unreal. I got
I
stats
don't
if
want to
you
hear
guys ever
about
want
Cade.
them.
I don't want to hear about Cade's team.
Well, let's talk about Garrett and Paul. Garrett with a big dub to end the season in 10th place still. But big win still.
Still a huge job. And everybody kind of contributing here.
Whole team came to play. DK finally stopped sucking.
He had some
A real
tummy
big-
issues after the game, too.
Real big week for Addison. That's why he got the picture this week.
Yep.
It's his
Great
favorite
picture
thing to
for
do.
him.
Didn't he
And
got his stats? That's not his
RJ
fault.
Harvey. Looking great.
Is
Could be
Dobbins coming
Dobbin.
back?
He wants to come back for the playoffs. I don't know how feasible that is.
We shall see. And for Paul, this didn't really affect much for Paul. He maybe would have been like 4 seed instead of the 5 seed, but his matchup against Tim would still be the same. So it don't really matter.
If you start Brock Purdy here, there's a chance that he wins this game.
He's got 5 Super Bowls. I wouldn't be surprised if he could just win you one fantasy football week.
Yeah, you
Is that
would think.
dark Purdy right there?
That is dark Purdy.
You
It's
do not want to see that.
negative Purdy. Do not
But yeah,
shorten up
to
the negative.
Paul kind of coast
Dark
into the
flyer.
playoffs here with an L.
Don't worry, Paul. I'm with you there. And at least you didn't score 57 points. Also, Watson looks like the number one for the Packers, and he's actually kind of good.
He's not. He got lucky.
We'll see if he's still the number one with Jaden Reed coming back.
It doesn't matter who the number one is there.
I do know.
They stink.
Chris versus Cade. Cade back to his normal shenanigans. What were you going to say, dude?
Chris, yeah, he had a shot at making the playoffs here, I believe. But
He did.
another dud. Kind of a lost season for him. I think he's in a good spot heading into next year with everybody getting healthy.
Hopefully. He
And
he would have been in. He would have beaten me and Paul points.
that's not saying much.
No, I'm just saying he would have been in if he had the record.
Yeah. And Cade just doing Cade things, Started Devin Neal, and he got 15 points out of him.
And I was going to say, no one really went crazy on his team. Puka did.
Puka did. But yeah, otherwise just, these are kind of the floors of most of these guys.
Which is scary because he's getting floor numbers and he's still putting up 140. We'll see. Cade might just take home his second championship this year. Who knows, though? Who knows? Who knows? I think this is our last matchup.
It
We got
certainly is.
Aaron versus Tim. Tim, ice in his veins. He freaking gets into the playoffs with a big win over Aaron.
Huge performance here. This game was meaningless to Aaron, but I was hoping he won. But
I know you were.
again, everyone on Tim's team just solid all around, and Josh Allen going crazy
Going
in the
nuclear
snow.
against Joe Burrow. On Aaron's side, he put up
And
a pretty good game.
McConkey, a little rough.
Downer.
But yeah, I mean, otherwise pretty solid all around. Kind of Jonathan Taylor not looking great, but his quarterback can't walk anymore. So that must have affected him.
Maybe a little bit. Who knows? Dave, is there anything else you'd like to add about this matchup?
Not really. Not much. Not much to
Well-
say here.
We'll get into the fun stuff then. Let's get into a little. Actually, no, this shit sucks. Waiver wire. Is there
Yeah,
anyone
let's
here?
fly through this. There's nothing, dude. I picked up Darnold.
It sucks.
Yeah, there's nothing crazy.
Dave, anyone else you want to point out here?
Let's see. Dante
Thornton.
What is Ian up to?
He's scheming.
He
For
is
sure.
scheming something. And Sam Darnold is seeing ghosts out there.
Luis, you thought we were done with matchup breakdowns? You forgot
Well,
about
these
the
are
Newbs update.
these breakdowns are way more fun.
This week is because we won with a measly 89 points.
Yeah, 89 is not like a great game. It's not a bad game either.
Igbuka kind of sucks now.
Lamar, Colston,
Yeah.
Loveland, dude, how did we score 89 points? That's kind of crazy.
Detroit.
My goodness.
The Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions scoring 0, by the way, in this league. Defenses can't lose points. They just didn't do anything.
They
did
forced
not
one fumble.
They did not score a point. You got to recover that for fantasy points.
Or get a sack. One sack is 1 point.
Anything,
interception,
anything
a
good at
fumble.
all.
Kind of crazy. And
Yeah.
we kind of needed this win, honestly, to make our playoff push. So good job, Noobs. And Paul's team, the Chili's, they went nuclear again. And,
What a good defense will do for you. Slash kicker. I think
points.
Paul was telling me that Brandon Aubrey is like the 3rd highest scoring player in this league. Like not kicker, player.
Makes a lot of sense.
The guy's unreal.
And then we got crushed by one of the better teams in the league. But thankfully, we didn't need a win.
Yeah, it did not matter. We are in the playoffs for the last seed in, but we're projected to beat the 1 seed in round 1.
Those predictions come true. And
And,
Paul put up another huge
yeah.
week.
Philly's also projected to win round 1 pretty easily. So we'll see.
Good luck, Paul, and good luck to the Noobs. Lamar, please score 21 points again. Please.
Here we
Dave,
go.
This is where we need you. This is where we need you.
Finally. Dave
Some
has
good
some
stuff.
breaking hot takes on all of these trades. I'm excited to see them.
He's not.
All right.
What do you think, Dave?
Ooh, boy. I think this is a win for Paul.
You like it? He gets Javante.
Yeah, well, the thing is, 2026 football season is so far away, you don't really have to think about this.
A few months from now.
It's so far away that you really don't have to think about it for a while, and you get a player out of it.
Couldn't agree more.
And it's a second round pick. When was the last time anyone good was drafted in the second round?
It's true.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, Paul, with a huge win here in this trade.
And not to mention that it's Aaron's second, so that's going to be a later second. Aaron's team is pretty good. So congratulations, Paul. You're the winner.
It's a RB1. I mean, not the RB1, but a RB1.
For the rest of the season.
Yeah, who knows about next year?
It's 2026 football. That's really far away from now.
Yeah,
So.
Who
There's
knows
no
if they'll
predicting
even
it.
play?
Will we even still be alive for that season? I mean, that's like way out there.
Who knows?
Devontae
think,
Adams.
Devontae Adams for a first-round pick. Was it worth it for Ian? Yes, Zach, I mean.
All right, let me think about this.
It was not
Devontae
worth
Adams.
Don't let Zach influence your opinions.
I don't know how to feel about this trade. I think it's a pretty even trade.
You like this one?
For both teams, too.
Both teams win with this one.
Yeah, well,
I don't know
Zach
if
going
Ian can
full
get-
win now.
And I don't know if Ian can get much worse.
Ian getting a
I mean,
first round pick
41.
is huge. It's huge for his team. I will say that. And if Zach wins a ship, this will be worth it.
Ian needs
Yeah.
to rebuild.
Most certainly he does. And, this is Zach's own first-round pick, so this might end up being like the 1-9, the 110. It's for sure going to be in the bottom 4 because Zach has the first-round bye.
Yeah, but I mean, a first is a first, and Ian was hurting for picks for sure.
Hurting for
And
shit.
Adams is old. So,
Yeah, and he used to play for the Packers, so
miss Adams.
gross.
This is kind of a wacky trade.
Very strange case with Brian Thomas Jr., you know. He was a beast last year as a rookie, and now looked pretty bad this year. But give me back my second is that's the second best odds of being the first pick of the second round. That's a pretty high pick. And Aaron's pick next year should be pretty late. Seems pretty good.
2027 even. So it's even 1 year down the road. And Son's good. He's older. It is weird for Chris because he's not making the playoffs. He knew this before he made the trade.
Yeah. He wanted that first. I mean, 2027 is supposed to be a crazy draft class.
It is. I trust Brian Thomas to recover a little bit. So, and
Any
Sutton is
thoughts on
good.
this
He
one,
was
Dave?
old.
What?
Any thoughts on this
Good
trade?
thoughts. Good thoughts.
I don't know. You know. What's his Thomas I had on my fantasy team and he did not do jack all year. He was just
No, he's tough.
he was horrible every single game. So I don't know. I don't think you lose much giving him away at all.
All right.
There you go. Sorry, Aaron. You lose. All right, then we got Aaron playing some more chess while we're all playing checkers. So Garrett gets Jerry Judy. Yuck. Monty Vidal, which is his running back's handcuff.
That's good.
Third and a fourth
Good to
round
get.
pick. Okay.
The
He
third and
gives
the
up.
fourth are the questionable parts for me.
You think he should have gotten more?
I just don't know what he's going to do with all those picks. He's already got so many and so many young players on his team.
I think
Maybe
Aaron
he's,
wins this one.
maybe Garrett's building a package for a huge trade.
That's
Ruled out
exactly what
that,
he's
but
doing.
maybe. Dave is like our own Adam Schefter. He has like insider information on players, owners.
I can't give away my sources, but Aaron won this trade.
You're a huge fan of Chuba Hubbard, correct?
Chuba Hubbard, me and him are close.
Yeah.
How did he feel
And you
about
have
this trade?
He was happy. What
He's
I
happy
heard
to go
from
to
him,
Aaron's team.
he's very happy to go to Pepster's team.
Can't blame him. You know, he's got a shot at a ship.
So I think Aaron got the better wide receiver, the better running back. He gave up a third and a fourth round pick.
The third and the fourth is a little brutal for Aaron.
He's gonna miss those picks for sure.
Yeah, he's gotta, but it's not gonna matter when he puts together this next trade.
True.
He's ending the trade deadline on kind of a dud there. Kind of a down year at the deadline this year.
Nothing too crazy this year. Was pretty happy holding steady where I was. I guess you were as well. I tried to make some moves, but couldn't get any fish on the hook.
I was thinking about trading James Cook, but don't really want to.
Fair enough. Zach put out Justin Jefferson, but no one made an offer, or no one made a good enough offer to go get him. So I think that would have been a
It's
mistake
tough.
if he traded him. But see, move on here to a
Hold
little
on.
power rankings.
Here
These
we
are some
go.
powerful people.
Look at the boys. Look at the hosts. We're flying up the board.
4 and 5 on the overall. 4 and 5 in the draft rank.
10 and
9
9 in
and
starter
10
rank.
starter rank.
That's
Pretty
how we
cool.
do it. Shocking developments here. Ian is not in last place anymore.
Congratulations, Tim. New
Tim has
all-time
taken
low.
over. And I'm somehow fourth in draft rank now. It's all those third and fourths that Gary got.
No, Garrett's. Oh wait, Garrett's third. Yeah, it is. Put him over the top of you.
It's tragic.
Everybody, you got to be quicker than that. We
But
have
you know what?
4.
I'm trusting the process. And Kate is no longer a super team, so they fixed that glitch.
Yeah, they must have fixed it recently. We got 4 contenders, and I would also agree. Paul's risky.
He's very frisky.
Me, Garrett,
Dave?
and Ian are all frauds.
Dave,
My
what do you think?
my last episode, right before the draft, Ian was listed as frisky, and he's moved down to fraud. Is first notice here.
All right.
I think you do have to trust the process with Z Schons.
So
One
pretty good
hundred.
rankings, you're saying. Pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate. I think Paul next year is gonna have a pretty solid squad.
Are you noticing that his QB rank is 10 despite having 5-time Super Bowl champ Brock Purdy?
Well, it's because he never plays him.
It does. It takes that into account.
Yeah, it can tell.
Never played.
What do we got next?
We got some playoffs? You kidding me?
Playoffs. We'll be lucky if we win another game.
Ooh,
Ooh, baby.
this is some
The bracket.
spicy playoffs.
Cade and Zach getting the buys. We got Tim against Paul and co-host Luis against Aaron.
First time making the playoffs. Definitely deserved. I think I was like third to last in points scored, and as you can see on the last slide, I have the 9th best starter rank, so I deserve to be here.
Absolutely.
And I deserve to lose right away.
We'll see. You don't think you have a shot?
I think I have a shot, but it's not going to be predicated on my team doing good. It's going to be if Aaron's team is really bad. If Aaron's team can go out there and put up like 90, my team might score 100. It might also score 80. You know, but
What
you
about
know, this
90?
has been a no. My team's not going to score 90. They're going to be 80
What
or
about
100.
what about 67?
It might be 67.69.
Bruh.
All right.
I mean, we're gonna do our playoff brackets later, but just want to take a look at the picture after all those games happened last week. Here's what their lottery looks like. Gear Bear has a 40% chance, the number one.
Very
Z has
nice.
the next 2 odds because of Ian.
Let's go. That means I have the best odds at getting the number 1 pick.
I don't think that's how it works, but you're
What do you
kind of
mean?
right. Yeah,
I have a 45% chance at having the number 1 pick.
I guess you're right. Oh yeah. I'm so stupid. You're right. You're right. I just said you got the pick from Ian. You're
Potentially
right.
47.5% chance
Eventually.
if Paul can pull out a huge win.
Chris having a
But
10% chance is a crime. He's going to be so good next year. He gets
we'll
healthy.
see. We'll be able to discuss. We'll have the draft order for our next episode 2 weeks
For the
from now.
next episode, we will have the draft order indeed. Don't miss it.
Here we
Hey.
go.
Playoff predictions.
I had a
This is
very
what
rough
we've all been
season
waiting
of
for.
predictions. I'm ready to redeem it in the playoffs.
Below 500 is a little embarrassing.
Wacky slush.
All right. Unanimous Aaron over Luis in round 1. Makes me sad, but it's the right call.
Makes sense. You and Dave both picked Paul here in round 1, and I want to know your thoughts behind that.
For me I'll go first before Dave. For me personally, it's because I think it'd be funny.
Dave?
Paul has probably the most electric glue guy of all time sitting on his bench at QB. And if 5-time Super Bowl winner Brock Purdy can't get his team to win, I don't know what can.
What if Paul does not start Purdy this week?
Then you got Purdy hyping the boys up from the bench.
Okay. So either way, he's helping
Either
out.
way, the Purdy factor is going to come in.
You have Tim. Why don't you explain that to us?
Tim's starters are better.
Paul just traded for Javante. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. He also has George.
He's just a cowboy boy. Hey, I'm sorry. Go for it.
You guys both pick Zach too. I have Aaron moving on again.
That one is truly a coin toss.
A couple of juggernauts. They both made great win now moves at the deadline.
For sure.
That'd be a great game.
Not looking forward to it. And then we got
unfortunately, we all have Cade.
Cade beating Paul or Tim.
Pretty obvious there. I mean, see, I think Tim, if he has a good week, could beat Cade. I don't know if Paul
Sure.
can boom like that.
Well, last time they played, Tim scored like 140 or 130 or something, and Cade only put up 104. I wouldn't have to go too nuclear to have a shot. Cade's team might not ever look that bad again, so who knows?
We'll see. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen.
Anything is possible in the playoffs.
Third place game. I think the loser of Aaron versus Zach is the heavy favorite for the third place game.
Agreed.
Both
And we all feel that way.
strong contenders, and all three of us have different champions.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. I had the cousin matchup of Zach and Cade, and I just think I like parity. I'm gonna root for a new champion this year in Zach, my boy Gibbs.
Yeah, I had Aaron. I think he made some good deadline moves. Chuba Hubbard for one. I know Dave agrees with me there. And Dave picked Cade. Dave, you thinking Cade gets another ship?
I do. I think you look at the numbers and they don't lie here. I don't think it's a guaranteed thing, but I think Cade's team needs to have some bad games.
They don't usually do that either. Well, that's the playoffs, and our special guest Dave, he said specifically he wanted to have a slide in here that he wanted to run. So I'm gonna let him feel the show and take it away, Dave.
Just gonna list through the teams that finished 6 and 7.
Tonight we start what we hope will become a
none
weekend
this
update
week,
tradition. Every Thanksgiving from
Fortunately.
Or
Finishing 6 and 7 is not possible.
I figured out
play,
after I
14
made
games.
the slide that 6 plus 7 is not 14.
Just finding that out now, folks.
now on,
But
a
you know
different
what?
SNL performer will compose and
I'm
sing
glad
a
that
song
slide is
to
in here
commemorate the
because
holiday.
we needed it.
I needed it for sure. And Dave, you also asked for the next slide.
I did. I just
This is our
That's
meme
the
of the
meme. That's the meme of the week.
I just thought as a new tradition to the podcast, there should be some kind of meme of the week. And I'm giving you a hard one to beat here to start off with. It's like Brock Purdy, but it says Rock Purdy, and it's Dwayne Johnson's face on his.
He's doing his classic eyebrow lift too.
Probably holding a bottle of rock tequila in his hand, too.
Paramount.
You do this podcast every other week. Is that going to be an issue with the meme of the week?
It can still be meme of the week.
Yeah, I think you should do 2 every week, though, to make up. Or 2 every other week to make up for the week you missed.
Memes of the week.
You each
Memes
pick
of the
one.
weeks.
Memes of the weeks.
Memes
I like it.
Memes of the weeks is a good segment.
Well, next time we'll have to try it out. So that concludes our podcast. Another fantastic episode with Dave, and I'd like to give him the floor to speak his mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Tyreek Hill kind of ruined my season this year. Same with Travis Kelce. I was expecting big things, and he never really delivered this year. That's about all I have to say. Thanks for bringing me on.
Thanks for
Of
joining us.
course. You're always welcome. Like once or twice a year.
I think that's the sweet spot for sure.
Zach, do you want to sign us off or say anything else before we head out?
Um, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is in theaters right now. I'm excited to enjoy that film. I want to see my favorite characters on screen again, and
And some
I
new
think
ones.
it's going to be a good time. Yeah, Chica and Bonnie, and of course Freddy and Foxy too. Well, Foxy's not going to be in this one. If you haven't played the games, I'm sorry for the spoiler, but I don't think
Mangle.
Foxy's. I don't
I
think
don't
Foxy.
want to get too into the weeds, but do you think Golden Freddy will make an appearance?
I hope
Yeah.
not, because this is a
He's-
PG-13 movie,
yeah,
and I don't want to be
yeah.
too
Scared.
scared. And Golden
Yeah.
Freddy, I mean, I'm kind of upset with you for even bringing him up right now.
Yeah, I do apologize. Nothing makes me shake in my boots like Golden Freddy.
Just because I'm kind of known in the community as like a big Five Nights at Freddy's guy. Foxy is in FNAF 2. Not the movie, but the game. I just want to make that clear. I don't know if he's in the
Really?
movie or not. I haven't seen it yet.
Zach,
See?
do you want to respond to the fake news you've spread, the misinformation?
Listen,
Oh, and like I know, Zach, I know you're gonna say like you're gonna question my credibility and stuff. I just watched a YouTube documentary about how Markiplier cheated on FNAF 2 10-20 round. So I think I know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, Markiplier cheated?
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, that's a big claim.
It is.
I'm
It is a
I'm
big
having
claim.
like a Mandela. I thought Foxy was gone, dude.
No.
There's another character named Mangle in it that looks like Foxy, but like with white. That's not Foxy.
If
And
I'm
Foxy isn't it.
if I was
Uh,
wrong about Five Nights at Freddy's, then I don't know what I'm right about. I'm questioning everything right now.
Did you look it up and see that I was right?
I'm just trusting you on this one.
Trust me,
about,
dude. I guarantee it.
what about Balloon Boy? Do you think he'll be in the new movie?
Of course.
I'm not going if he's not in it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
those are my thoughts for the outro.
Okay. Well, Mark, you've disgraced the Five Nights at Freddy's name, and we here at the Wacky Dynasty Podcast, me and Zach are your hosts, and all of our guests, we will never forgive you. So, from all of us here at the Wacky Dynasty Podcast, we'd like to wish you a merry playoffs and happy new season, and skol Vikes, and